I'm not playing with y'all. This ain't a joke. Yeah, because that's how we stepping up. How about and show? I'm trying to tell y'all. Seriously, I hope y'all listening to me now. I'm not trying to sound like y'all mama. You would be a fool. What is up, you guys? It is your girl Mel, and I am back with another video. As you can see by the title, today I'll be giving advice to first year pharmacy students from a fourth year doctor of pharmacy candidate. I remember being a first year and now I'm a fourth year, and I feel like it's only right if I give back with some free advice. So if you are excited about today's video, make sure you give me a thumbs up and a comment down in the comment section. Like, stop being afraid to let me know you're watching, because I know y'all be watching. So I'm not gonna tarry, Lord, I sound like a preacher's kid. So number one, this is no order of importance. They're all important to me personally, okay? But first things first, I'm the realist. It's important for you to be involved, get involved. So that means sign up to be a member of organizations, things that interest you genuinely. So like, we're not doing what everybody else is doing. We're not doing that. If you know you want to be a industry pharmacist, you know you want to work for Pfizer or Bristol, like you need to be in IPHO. If your school doesn't have an IPHO, you're creating an IPHO chapter. Yes, as a first year. Yeah, because that's how we step in. I want you to be involved, join organizations, do your research, of course, see which orgs like are geared towards what you are trying to do and things that you are genuinely interested in. Attend conferences. If there's an opportunity to go to a SNAFA conference or an AMCP conference, like whatever conference related to different pharmacy organizations, try to go. Yes, they are expensive, so you need to use your resources and use your network, and you need to send out letters to people, pharmacists, friends, church members, family, and ask them to sponsor you to go to these conferences, because it does impact your professional growth. So first things first, what we're gonna do, we're gonna get involved. We're gonna find at least one organization to join and be active in that organization, all right? So number two, be a leader, okay? Yeah. Now, if you know me, then my advice is based on my personality, okay? I'm very type A. I'm very much, I have a goal. I know exactly what I need to do to get to it, and ain't nothing stopping me from reaching my goals, period. That's how I am. So I'm giving you the advice things that I did, okay, to get me where I'm at. So if you think you a small, little, shy, no, we're not stepping like that, okay? Okay, I'm giving you a warning now, okay? Being a leader looks like, of course, having leadership positions. Yes, as a first year. My first year, I was the P1 class queen, which I attend at HBCU pharmacy school. So if you go to an HBCU, then you know what the Miss is. Like Miss Freshman, Miss Junior, Miss this, Miss that. So we had P1, Miss P2, Miss College of Pharmacy. So my P1 year, I was the Miss P1, and then my P3 year, I was the Miss College of Pharmacy. However, outside of the HBCU culture, they don't know what that is. Like, it's on my resume, but they're looking like, Miss P1, what is that? But if they saw SNAFA president, if they saw SSHP president, ASHP president, like, they know what that is. So you want to be president, vice president, treasurer, secretary. You want to lead a committee. Like, those are the things you want to do. I'm not saying that being Miss P1 or P1 class queen wasn't significant, because I still put it on my CV. I still did things as P1 class queen and Miss College of Pharmacy. However, you want your resume to be able to translate to the different things that you're applying to. And when you're applying to those things, you want the people to understand, like, okay, this was the impact she had as president, vice president, secretary. They can't really understand, like, misses, you know, because that's not popping in the pharmacy world. Now, when you're in undergrad, HBCU culture, we understand the weight that carries. But for the demographic, the workforce you're about to enter, they don't know what that means. You know what I'm saying? So you want to make sure you have a mixture of both, okay? So yes, I was Miss P1 or whatever my P1 year, but my P2 year, I went on to be vice president of SNAFA. My P3 year, I was the president of SNAFA, and then my P4 year, I served on the national board for SNAFA. So you see how I have a mixture of both things. Like, yes, I'm very personable, friendly, outgoing, but at the same time, I still know how to lead an organization. All right, now going back, because I already know y'all like, what? I'm just a first year. No, you need to do these things as a first year. I recommend, in my opinion. Okay, why is that? Because many people aren't getting out there and getting those leadership roles. They're waiting, oh, I want to just, get used to pharmacy school. It's my first year. I want to get acclimated. I'll run for a position my P2 year. P2 year, it's only gonna get harder. Get acclimated to what? Every semester gonna be different. Every semester gonna be a whirlwind. You're gonna be stressed every semester. You'll never get acclimated. I'm in my 4th year, my last semester, and they still throwing me for a doozy. Like, don't wait. Don't wait. Do it now. Especially if you want to have internships the summer after your P1 year. It's so hard to get an internship after your P1 year because you're just a P1. And many P1s have not set themselves apart to get those internships. So if you want that, if you need that, you need to get that leadership role. You need to volunteer in your community. You need to set yourself apart from your other classmates. So I know it may be scary, it may be, frightening, but do it scared, okay? Just do it. So number 3, I need you to stay organized. I should have brought my pad. Should I grab my pad for y'all? If I showed y'all how organized I am, okay, like my planners, my calendars, organized. My to-do list, organized. Like, when it came to being on top of my assignments, my life outside of pharmacy school, like, in order to have just an ease of mind and great time management, you have to be organized. So whatever that looks like for you, if you are a planner type of person where you need to have a physical planner, get a planner and use it. If you need a calendar on your iPad, download a template and use it. Some people plan their days out from like the time they get up to the time they go to sleep. They get up at 6, they work out for an hour, they eat for an hour. I don't do it like that. I just do it like a day-to-day calendar and a weekly calendar. But the moral of the story is you need to stay organized, okay? So if you a mess, if your life is a mess, you need to get it together right now, sis, before August get here. Because you're going to be in a world of hurt when August get here and you unorganized. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Number 4, you need to connect with upperclassmen. So the summer before I started pharmacy school, I was on LinkedIn and people's inboxes. And those people have helped me throughout pharmacy school, y'all. Like, I introduced myself to them. I was telling them, hey, I'm coming to, my school in the fall. Any advice you have for me, like things I should do, not to do. And those people gave me advice and they stuck with me throughout pharmacy school. If someone is doing the things you want to do in life, I think you need to, like, get with them. Like, I don't know. That's just my opinion. Like, if I want to be, I don't know. If I want to be CEO of Walgreens, I need to be getting with the CEO. And I need to figure out, hey, you need to tell me what you did because I'm trying to do exactly what you did. Like, get you a buddy, okay? Get you somebody who's already been through the program, who can give you the ins and outs and how to survive. Number 5, be active on LinkedIn. Be active on LinkedIn. When you do things, community service, take a picture, post it. I know some people are not, like, into social media. Some people feel like, oh, just because I serve the community, I don't want to I'm not doing it for a post. You're not doing it for a post. Think of LinkedIn as like your digital resume. People are constantly looking you up on LinkedIn. When you apply to those scholarships, they're looking you up. When you apply to those internships, they're looking you up. When it's time to apply for residency and fellowship programs, they are looking you up. And if I go to your page and I don't see no involvement, I don't see no pictures, to me, you ain't doing nothing, girl. What they say, if you didn't take a picture, it didn't happen. Document, the things that you're doing, your achievements, the scholarships you earn. Put that stuff on LinkedIn. Like, you don't have to OD. You don't have to OD. You don't have to post every little thing. But post those highlights and be proud of the things you are accomplishing throughout pharmacy school. When you get your white coat, you need to post that you got your white coat. Like, those are things that you put on LinkedIn, all right? Talking about social media, pharmacy Instagram pages are really popping. On the screen, you'll see my Instagram page. You can use my page as inspiration. Follow me while you're looking, though. Don't just be looking. Follow me. I post pictures of myself. So your pharmacy Instagram page can be exactly what you want it to be. So mine is like a documentation of my journey. Now, some people have pharmacy Instagram pages and they post like, it's like an advice page, or like they might post updates of things that's going on in the pharmacy world, or they might post pharmacy questions, or like the things that they're studying. Me, it's just this is my journey. This is my Instagram page. It's my journey. I'm not here to teach you. I'm not here to give you no tutoring session. I'm not doing that. I'm just posting my journey, okay? But again, you can make your page whatever you want it to be, but essentially it's just like your LinkedIn, except that it's on Instagram. So look on my Instagram page to get like an idea of like what your page could be. Like I said, if you're not into social media, then this is a time to be comfortably uncomfortable, okay? You got to do these things to reach your goals. You can post just once a month. Like, you don't have to post every week. And also be mindful of what you do post. Y'all know the nursing girlies be on TikTok doing days in the life. They be recording in the hospital. People, even the technicians and the interns and the retail pharmacies, they be recording inside the pharmacy. We don't do that over here. Recording in the pharmacy is a violation. You are at risk of exposing somebody's protected health information. We ain't doing that. We don't do that over here. So be careful of what you post, because I promise you, y'all, people are jealous, and all it takes is somebody to report you recording in somebody's hospital, in somebody's pharmacy, and now you're on academic probation. Clock it, honey. Remember to remain professional on your social medias, like, and that's something for me, y'all. I ain't gonna cap. I be like, child, professional for what? Like, it's my page. But at the same time, it's like, you don't want to be out here taking shots on the gram. Like, come on now, girl. Put it on your close friends. Your digital footprint lasts forever. Your future boss could be looking at your page, and whenever they go search you up, you want them to have like just a positive image of who you are. All right, number 8, you need to get pharmacy experience. How you want to be a pharmacist and you never stepped foot in a pharmacy a day in your life? So when I was a high school student, I went to a magnet school. I was in the health science track, and I did a dual enrollment program at a local community college. And I ended up graduating with my high school diploma, but also a diploma in like pharmacy technology or pharmacology technology, something like that. And I was able to get some clinical hours at CVS and also the Veterans Hospital in my hometown. So I was already familiar with pharmacy. However, I never had a pharmacy job. After I graduated high school, I went to undergrad for 4 years, got my bachelor's, and then I went to pharmacy school. So the summer before pharmacy school started, I got a job at Walgreens, fell in love with it, and I worked at Walgreens. I'm still employed at Walgreens to this day, 4 years later. So I have a lot of pharmacy experience on my resume. I also have like interned with the, like, this ain't about me, but just know I have retail experience. I have clinical, which is hospital. I worked at the hospital before, and I have industry experience. Okay, so I have exposed myself to the 3 major areas of pharmacy because I want to know what fits me and my personality. Okay, so you need to get you a pharmacy job. You don't have to work every single day of the week. You don't even have to work every weekend. My hospital job was 2 days a month, 1 weekend a month. But on my CV, on my resume, all it says is that I was an intern at the hospital in the emergency department for like, it was over a year. It was a year and a few months. So that looks like, oh, she done had a job for a year and a half at this place, 4 years at this place, a year and a half at that place. But they don't know I only worked 1 weekend a month. But the amount of time you work really doesn't matter. It's just that you need to have experience. Okay, that is very, 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 very important, especially if you want to get a residency, because when they are scoring you for an opportunity to interview, they are giving you points for all these things: your involvement, your leadership skills, your community service, your pharmacy experience, and some other things that we're not going to talk about in this video. But I just want to emphasize how important those things are in general, but especially if you want to get a residency. You need to take school seriously. This ain't a joke. This ain't a joke. We did not come here to play. We came here to be somebody's doctor one day, okay? This is the time to lock in. You've been study like you ain't even studied before. Put your mind, your body, your soul into pharmacy school. Like, pharmacy school is your priority. Pharmacy school is coming first. Like, y'all see it with my YouTube channel. As much as I love making videos, content creator, and do all these things, like, when I am in the thick of it with school, school is coming first. If I'm stressed, I'm not worried about YouTube. I'm making sure I'm doing good in school. I'm passing my classes. Like, if you need to pull all-nighters, I have pulled so many all-nighters. You are pulling all-nighters. If you tired, we're drinking Red Bull. We're drinking Celsius. We're drinking Monsters. We're drinking coffee. We're doing what we got to do to lock in and achieve our goals, okay? So take school seriously, because we just don't got money to be wasting. We don't got time to be failing no classes. We don't want to get kept back. At my school, if you fail a class, you can remediate. You only get 4 remediations though. So, and like, you can only use so many a semester, so many a year. Thank God, to this day, I haven't had to use any of my remediations. However, they are there if you need them. If you have to use them, so what, who cares? That's what they're there for. It's like a seatbelt, child. Like, that's what they're there for. However, you don't want to be so careless that you are just not even giving pharmacy school your all and you lead on remediations. Because if you don't pass that remediation exam at my school, at least, if you fail that class, you got to sit back a year. And we're showing up every single day through whatever it is, whatever obstacle, whatever is coming your way. We ain't letting nothing stop with us, okay? We're giving it our all. Number 10, you need to track all of your interventions, or like the times you have went above and beyond. So as a P1, you probably won't have that many interventions until like your IPPs this summer after your P1 year. But like the times that you go above and beyond at work, you need to document those things. So you need to make your notes, a little note on your app right now. Every time you go above and beyond, you're gonna put it in your notes. That way, when it's time for interview season, whatever you're interviewing for, whether it is a scholarship or, you know, an internship, jobs, post-grad, whatever it is you're interviewing for, you are able to reference that notes to remember all the times that you went above and beyond. Because throughout pharmacy school, you are going to do so much. You are going to have so many interventions, like things you catch. So you might see that a patient needs gram-positive coverage, but they don't have that, and you're able to bring that up to the team, like, hey, this patient doesn't have any gram-positive coverage, you know, I recommend doing blah 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 blah. Like, those are things you want to document. Or if you are in the pharmacy and you just go above and beyond for a patient by doing XYZ, like, you do so much that you're going to forget the things that you have done. So you need to document those things. When it's time to prepare for interviews, you could just reference your list and you can have those examples. Because interview questions are things like, tell me about a time when you have to be able to Johnny on the spot, give a time. Tell me about a time when you had conflict and you overcame. Tell me about a time. We got examples. We got examples for days. Why? Because we prepared. We prepared. Why? Because Mel told us to make us a notes app, and I did it. And I'm up here ready. Whatever curveball you think you're gonna throw at me, you better think again. Yeah, I'm so crazy. I mentioned internships a lot. I applied for so many internships my P1 year, and I didn't get not one. Okay. However, there were things after my P1 year I kept applying, and I did get so many things that have just molded me into the competitive candidate I am today. Okay. I'm talking about top. Don't be discouraged if you apply for things and you don't get it. You have to keep applying. Because if you stop applying, you're never going to get anything because you're not applying. Let that sink in. Starting in the fall around, I would say October-ish, September, October, you need to start your search for summer internships. Because that's when like the application season is pretty much. They also do some interviewing in the fall as well. So don't think you could wait till February, March to look for an internship. Girl, it's too late. Applications are closed. Hopefully you have been connecting throughout the year. Hopefully you have joined organizations. Hopefully you have mentors, people that you can just lean on to help you find internships or whatever. But if not, if you haven't done those things, or if those people have not come into your life just yet, you have to be resourceful. You have to do things on your own. We're not waiting for people to hand us out stuff. We are getting to the bag ourselves. So get on Google, get off TikTok, get off Twitch, and get on Google and find you some internship opportunities in the fall for the summer. And don't get discouraged. That's what we're not getting discouraged. I trust me, if anybody knows how it feels, I know how it feels, y'all. Literally every internship I applied for my P1 year, the summer after my P1 year, I did not get, but I also did not give up. And that's the most important thing. Whatever is meant for you is going to be for you. There is nothing that can get in the way of what's meant for you, and you have to believe that. Like, you have to believe it no matter how sad you are, how crazy it seems. I don't care how crazy it seems to believe. I'm going to believe it anyhow. Okay? All right. Whew. Save your refund. Did y'all hear that? Save your refund. So if you getting, I don't know how much y'all getting, okay? But however much y'all getting, you need to be setting aside like $500 every semester. Put it in a savings account and don't touch it, because P4 year is so expensive. Especially if you are moving for appy rotations, if you are applying for some outside super amazing appy opportunities that's going to require you to find a place to live for 12 or 6 weeks, okay? Even if you stay in the city where your pharmacy school is, P4 year is still expensive. You have to pay for your cap and gown. You have to pay for graduation pictures, outfits, hairdos, makeup. You are probably going to move after graduation. That's expensive. You're going to have to pay for the NAPLEX, the MPJE. All that is so expensive. Like, the MPJE and the NAPLEX combined is over $1K. It's expensive. So you would be a fool. Do you hear me? You would be a fool to blow your refund. Yes, of course, you're gonna use your refund for bills, okay? And like, you know, basic necessities, food, car note, insurance, gas, okay? Your refund is not for you to go buy a Birkin. I'm just playing, but like to go buy like a Gucci bag or a Louis bag, like that's not what we responsible over here. If you irresponsible, this video ain't for you. You putting some money aside, so when P4 year come, you are not stressing about being able to afford just the basic things. You just don't want to be in a position where you feel like you have to pick up 3 shifts a week to be able to afford to get grad pictures or invitations or to pay for your Netflix. You don't want to get through pharmacy school and you can't afford to sit for the boards. Hello, somebody. Okay, so I'm not trying to sound like y'all mama, but I'm saying when the folks say save, they mean save. Like, prioritize your mental health. If nobody cares about your mental health, you need to care about your mental health. If you just need a day, girl, take a day. Take a day. You need to develop a schedule that suits your mental health. Although we taking pharmacy school seriously, we not studying those 7 days a week. We're gonna have a day to ourselves. So whether that be every Friday, every Saturday, every Sunday, you need to take a day, and that's just for you. It's no pharmacy involved. You are going out with the guys, you're going to play golf, you're going to have a 2K tournament with the boys, you're going out for, you know, drinks with the girls, you're going for, you know, you're going to get your toes done, you're going to try a new restaurant, a massage, like whatever it is, you need to prioritize your mental health. If you have a boyfriend or girlfriend, one day a week y'all are doing something. You know, like, it don't have to be expensive. You could do something at home, but you need to find a way to decompress. You are watching a show, binge watching a show all day. That's my thing, my P4 year. Like, when I'm stressed, me and Netflix, we go together real bad. Real bad. Like, after I finish this video, I'm finna watch Temptation Island. But, like, it's so important for you to prioritize your mental health because I'm telling you, pharmacy school will stress you out. Y'all, it will stress you out. You could be laying in the bed and you still feel stressed. You still feel anxiety. Like, all that because, like, the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you feeling all alone. Like, I'm trying to tell you, go do something healthy that's legal. Clock that tea, honey. But yeah, I can't stress that enough, okay? Like, if you are getting stressed out and you feel like I cannot do this no more, you need to step back, decompress, go visit your family, go visit your little cousin, go outside, go to the park, do something to bring yourself back, okay? Because although it is hard, you can do this. Learn from the mistakes of others. People make mistakes so you can learn from them. If Johnny did XYZ and he ended up here, you are not going to do XYZ because you saw Johnny do it. I can give so many examples of, like, lessons I learned from other people, and I don't want to give examples because I don't want nobody to think I'm talking about them. But honey, build relationships with your professors. Now, I'm not saying y'all gotta be homegirls, homeboys, but y'all should be cool. Like, my professors, after class, I'm going to talk to them. I'm saying, hey, how's your day? I'm going to office hours, like, I'm asking questions. But sometimes you could talk to them about things that's not even related to pharmacy school. Like, you just want to build genuine relationships because you're going to need your professors to write those letters of recommendation. And when they're stressed out themselves, they got a million things going on, and you need a letter of rec, they're going to say yes because they know Mel is a great person, she's a good student. You know, she's always trying her best. She's always on time for class. She's always raising her hand, asking questions. There's so many opportunities out there that are just given to people by word of mouth and by relationships and, like, connections. And if you are not connected, you're missing out on so much. I promise you. I promise you. I cannot tell y'all the amount of times that I have been able to do things or go places just because a professor or, like, a faculty member mentioned my name, recommended me, right? So nobody's going to recommend you if they don't know you. You are your own competition. We're not competing with nobody else but ourselves. Like, pharmacy school can be such a competitive space. People, as soon as exams are over, like, people are asking, oh, what did you get in the exam? They ain't even help you study, but they want to know what you got in the exam. And me personally, I feel like they want to know what you got for like one of three reasons. One, they might just genuinely want to know. Two, they did bad and they want to know that you did bad too, so they could feel better about themselves doing bad. Or three, they view you as competition and they want to know how you stepping. And I don't want y'all to feel obligated to feel like you don't have to tell nobody your own personal business. Like, and that's with anything. That's with school. That's with grades. That's with like your interview process. Like when you're interviewing for jobs or internships, you don't have to tell people what you are doing. Just pop out. Pop out and show. Don't let you did bad. Oh, the whole class gonna know you did bad. Because you told one person you failed. Now the whole class know you got a 32 on that exam. Like, you know how you come in. I know in undergrad I was a straight A student. In pharmacy school, I was not a straight A student. So I'm not gonna compare myself to a straight A student because that's not me. You can be a straight C student, an overall C average, and still be successful in school, still have a great job because your GPA is not everything. All the things that we discussed today in this video are going to make you into a competitive candidate. So I remember my professor told us about a student that he taught. He was at the bottom of his class, grade-wise. But after graduation, he had the highest paying job. The highest paying job. So don't get discouraged about the little things. Don't sweat the small things. Don't compare yourself to other people. Don't ask people questions when you're not ready for the answer. Like, if you already know you're not happy with the grades you got on your exam, don't go out asking people what they got, because when they did better than you, it's not gonna make you feel good. Like, that's not prioritizing your mental health. That's not protecting your peace. The other thing I want to add as well, one of the things that I was taught growing up was it's okay to not know like what you want to do, and I don't think that's true. So by the end of your P1 year, you should have an idea, a strong idea of what type of pharmacist you want to be. It's so many paths for you to enter. Like, it's so many paths that you could take with your PharmD. Like I said, you can work retail, hospital, industry. You can do association management, managed care, non-traditional, executive leadership. Like, there's so much you can do, but depending on the role that you want, your preparation is going to look different. So the way that you might prepare for a industry role, it would look slightly different for your preparation for a residency role. So if you have an idea by the end of your P1 year, that's what I say. I think by the end of your P1 year, you should have an idea of what type of pharmacist you want to be. That way you can be preparing yourself for that role. So if I know I want to do industry, I need to be in IPHO. If I know I want to do residency, I need to be in like SNAFA or ASHP. I feel like SNAFA is honestly very versatile as well. Like, you could have an interest in any role and still be in SNAFA. If you want to do managed care, AMCP. Like, if I know I want to be a managed care pharmacist, I'm trying to be the vice president of AMCP. I'm trying to be P1 year, I might be the secretary. P2 year, I'm the president-elect. P3 year, I'm the president. Like, you have to work yourself and prepare yourself and show that you are exposing yourself to this career area. You're interested. You are competing in competitions. Managed care, I'm competing in the PNC competitions. There are industry competitions out there through IPHO, through SNAFA. So yeah, I feel like that's all my advice for a P1 student / P2 student. I feel like it can go for both. If you are a pharmacy student and you want to share some advice, put some advice in the comments for the people, for the children. But at the end of the day, I just want y'all to know, to my future P1 students, rising P1s, you can do this. Any grade level, honestly, like P1, P2, P3, P4. You can do this. It's going to be hard. It's going to be stressful. But it's not anything you can't do. Like, there is nothing you can't do. There's nothing that you cannot overcome. I just strongly believe that, like, what's meant for you is going to be for you. Like, there can be 1,000 applicants for something. But if that position is meant for you, you're going to get it. It's yours. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I will see y'all in my next video. Holla, 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 holla at you later.